Why would somebody go back to someone after a breakup knowing that they have bad?
I don't know. I don't spin the block.
Okay, Amanda, they asked you.
Yeah, this is your question. When I'm done, I'm done.
I mean, to be honest, people go back to people because they love them. It was probably an argument. It was probably they had some differences and they decided to go their separate ways, but people still have love for each other. So that's probably why they came back together. I could understand if her reason for leaving was because she just was that unsatisfiable. Then I would not
Just go.
What? Then I would not understand her going back. But it really doesn't matter why she went back. It doesn't matter why they broke up in the first place. She said what she said.
That's true.
Got it.
So, Rome, I have a question from a man's perspective. Could you, or would you, or what would it take for you, if you could, go back to an ex knowing that her and box is extremely whack to the point where you're in a different boat, but most men are not, having with women, like numerous or women in their lifetime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean that a man is in love with that woman. They're probably just...
It's kind of the similar situation where if he finds something like at the top of his realm, that he's most likely going to fall in love with her because she was like out of his league or whatever, as opposed to like a regular man or non-regular man who's used to getting women. It's just kind of like, he wasn't better than the last one, next, or this is trash, next. So that's kind of like what he's saying.
Okay, so speaking of this Ask Amanda question, we have something similar to talk about. The prompt is, my girlfriend of 3 years said her ex was twice as big as me, but what?
But she loves him and is willing to quote unquote make it work. But now he is struggling with insecurities.
I'm like, but what?
So essentially he's aware that her ex was 2 times bigger, and now he's struggling with insecurities, and she's quote unquote trying to make it work.
Question: Is there any context around
How he
knows that?
Yeah. No. Well, it says my girlfriend of 3 years said.
Oh, she said, yeah.
Why would she do that?
Because she was talking.
That's what
shit.
No. So no. So that's what I'm saying.
Little dick Jerry.
I just want to know, like, how did they get there? Like, is he asking this question because men do be asking these?
I was about to say, men do be
never-
asking some dumb questions.
I know you even
Just for
said
them
it.
to find out something like that.
I know you said
I ain't gonna lie, that did happen to me one time.
You asked somebody, what you asked?
So I didn't ask her that. I asked her, I'm like, whose is this? And she said mine. I said, what? All right, whatever. But
It is hers.
I gave it back to her. She have it. Take it and go. Pack your bags. But yes, I learned right then and there, don't ask questions that you don't want to know the answer
Not
to.
at all.
Right? Because they f around and say some shit like, is this the biggest you ever had? Expecting,
like, no.
expecting a girl to say yes, but nah.
I would just be so like,
What you like?
Why
what
would you
wanna
ask
know
me that?
exactly?
But,
what you wanna
if
know
it
for?
was, you would be like, yeah.
no, but I would still be like, why would you ask me that? That's a
That's a weird.
weird.
Like
It's
that's
already
a,
insecure.
First of all, that's a
Weird.
Yeah.
weird.
Mhm.
I have another phrase I want to use, but this is weird.
What is the other phrase? We can cut it.
These lame ass, like,
Oh,
why would you be asking that?
Can we make a list of like what lame should not say?
Or do.
Because you said in the group chat today, you like, I don't know.
I don't
these-
talk- I don't
know-
talk to those
I don't talk to
kind
these
of-
type. And I be reading like the shit that you send, and I'll say like, who are these? Because I hear about the men, and I think we were talking about earlier, like you call them betas or something. I just learned what a beta. I thought a beta was a fish.
It is a fish.
It is a fish. Okay, I was
It's
like, when did
also-
it become men?
I used to have one.
It was men.
But just
Probably
the
before fish.
apocalypse.
Just to
I don't
you
know.
were talking to Alan when you got that definition of a beta,
Okay,
though. So
I didn't
just
see any
be
of this.
mindful
I
of what a beta actually is, okay? Because it was Alan. Just saying.
Okay. I think it's important, or maybe it's a tip, I should say. I think a tip when dealing with a woman, you don't talk about nobody else but what you got going on.
Yes.
Because I feel that why are you trying to put another man in her mind when you trying to get to the goal? Like that don't make no sense. You working
Shit
backwards.
lame.
I'm telling you, a girl knows
Lame.
off rip the biggest she ever had. So don't be asking no questions.
It's like, do you really want to know his name?
Answer real quick.
Yeah, but she said, quote unquote, I'm gonna try to make it work. That's the crazy part. Like, that's what she actually said.
Well, I
After
mean,
that.
I think that just goes back to the 80-20 thing. I think that he likely meets her needs in 80% of what it is that she desires.
So let me ask a question. Do women at some point say is not the most important thing for me? Or is it like, because I feel like I feel like majority of the things that I've heard over the last 6 years of being at 8 at the table is that women don't value sex, but then they'll break up for it, or they'll lose respect, or they'll cheat for it. So my real question is making it work, and because we have that situation plus the other situation where she can't stop thinking about the dude that made her, right? Like, are women actually not being honest with themselves on how high sex is on their priority list?
Probably.
Well,
I think. Go ahead.
No, I want you to go ahead.
I had a great.
I think that perhaps women have never sort of been given the opportunity to be vocal about that.
Without being criticized or judged.
Right.
Yeah.
So
'cause then you're
right. So I think
That's right.
maybe the answer is, Rico. Women should be more upfront, like men are, and say, hey, this is important to me, and if you're not willing to do it, I still love you. I still care about you. I still want to have our home and our beautiful family. But
You gonna around? Not you, but
I'm just saying, like, I think that because you just made the statement, like you said, women are not honest about
how high it is on their
right.
requirement.
So if they
list.
are honest, they are also going to have to be honest in the sense of they're going to have to say, hey, I still love you. I still want to be with you. I f with you. I f with them kids. I f with our lifestyle. Like, I love it all. But you don't give me what I need in that area.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't take away from how much they love you, but they just got to go find that somewhere else.
So
And that
I
could-
actually think that they are being truthful.
Who,
Maybe,
women?
yeah. I'm like, maybe for them, love and how they're treated definitely come way before this. And maybe that's why they're not leaving because of bad sex. Yeah, they'll cheat for it, but they're not leaving.
what I'm
And
hearing.
there's a difference, because if that's a absolute like number one, like very high on the list of things that they cannot accept, then they'll leave. This relationship for them will never work. But if they can get away with doing something on the side every now and again and staying in their relationship, then they'll probably do it.
I feel like what I'm hearing is this man has the ability to provide monetary, tangible things,
How
which
you,
is
how you heard that?
because my
And I
thing.
was about to say, and that means
because
women should respect.
no. This is what I'm hearing. Because if a woman had to,
You better turn that what's that the ear thing up? 'Cause
if a woman had to bust her at work 40 to 50 hours a week plus get whacked dick at the end of the week, I don't think she's going to stay. But there's something that's keeping her there, and majority of the times it's going to be the lifestyle, the beautiful house that's keeping her ass in place, because no woman going to leave bad to go struggle. But a woman will accept bad to have a lavish life. So there's something that keeps that woman there majority of the
I
time.
just explained what it was, Rico. It's not necessarily somebody just providing, because as we know, most men don't have it like that, such that their wives are living in the lap of luxury. They still going out to work too. So it's hard for me to understand why you think that it's just what he can provide via his paycheck or the money that he has
Or
coming in.
why is it hard for you to understand that love does override bad?
Well, does love override bad? No, not if it compromises your faithfulness. Because if you're saying that love overrides bad, but yet you're going to be unfaithful, I'm saying that if love overrides bad, right, then you would not be unfaithful. So because you're being unfaithful, that means that the love does not override bad, because you're still going to try to find it elsewhere, even at a point where you're thinking about while you're with the person that you love.
But she's loyal to you.
But loyal and love is not the same.
It isn't. But
Loyalty and love is not the same.
But
But
loyalty.
she's staying because of loyalty.
Exactly.
But
she's
She's
loyal.
staying.
But that doesn't mean she's loving. So like we're talking about three different words: love, loyalty, and faithfulness, right? Love is not the same as loyalty.
That's not what she's saying though.
She's saying love overrides bad.
Oh,
Listen,
Hold on. I am saying that if a woman does love you, bad is not going to drive her away. I'm saying what I'm saying. If a woman loves you, she's not going to let bad sis.
Sis.
I knew it.
We don't even believe that
She's
shit.
not
Like,
going to let me
Sis.
rock. Oh
Sassy
my God.
red. Sassy red.
Can you just let me live one time?
no,
It's hard.
One time.
it's been twice. All right.
Sorry. All right, my bad. Go ahead. Sissy.
I don't like you. If a woman loves you, she's not going to let bad drive her away. She's going to stay with you. She might complain about the bad. She might talk about what can make things better or whatever the hell. She might even cheat on you once or twice. But you know what? She loves you. I'm being real though.
Go ahead.
If a woman does cheat on you, she needs better somewhere else.